I was at a trade days in Alabama, and an elderly woman had, what everybody talks about. She set up the flea market, had a shoebox full of cards. I've always been drawn to the vintage cards. I pretty much shifted most of my focus when I was 13 to pre-war baseball. Long story short, in that shoebox were some 1938 Gaudy Heads Up, which are the cartoon bodies drawn by Al Damari. They were great, and I got them home, and I got out my almanac, and I'm looking them up, trying to find some information on them. And even in the late '80s, these were some valuable cards. And so I started really studying them and looking at them close, and then I started to realize something was off. Something was definitely not right about them if they were really from 1938. And then sure enough, one of the cards had reprint on the back bottom, and most of it had been scraped off, and so there was just a small portion. So that really that jump started my desire to learn about cards and learn, more than collecting, but how are they made, and how are they counterfeited? Why are they counterfeited? And alterations really wasn't something at the time that I knew anything about, but I definitely learned what a counterfeit card is, and people definitely were passing along, whether knowingly or unknowing.
Man, I can't imagine 80s and 90s knowing all the different things between fakes, reals, and all the alterations. And I'm lucky I had the internet where I had all the different resources, but back then probably just had to grab a lot of information from dealers who've been in it forever.
Yeah, hands on, and to this day, I still talk about one of the best educations that you can give yourself is just handling cards. You're not going to get to handle a T206 Wagner most likely, but you know what? All the other cards in T206 set were printed at the exact same place in Manhattan, printed on the same stock with the same ink. So, you just looking at $20 T206 commons, knowing what to look for, using a loop, and then learning how they're made, then you'll be able to detect a counterfeit Wagner.
And that's the best method you would tell people today. Use a loop, know the touch and everything like that, black light test. Anything else that people could do at a card show?
Don't go to as many card shows as for fun as I'd like to. I do get to go to a few. Most of them obviously are for work. But I always carry a loop with me, and the lighting's not the best in the world at the shows. There's some great loop LED lights built into them, but at very minimum, take a loop with you, and the experience that you've already got from handling cards and looking at cards at home through a loop and understanding the cards. You really just a good loop, and most dealers get it. You're buying raw cards. You want to put a loop, take a look at it. They understand, and frankly, if a dealer doesn't allow it or has a problem with it, that might be a red flag.
It definitely is. It's like those dealers that say you can't take pictures of my cards or post them online. It's like, why is that the case? I don't know if you've seen that at some of the shows recently. Now there's dealers that have signs that says, do not take photos of my cards, do not take video. I don't want to be anywhere online.
Yeah. I'm sure there's other reasons. I can understand, some dealers that deal in high end vintage and whatnot. I could see that, but yeah, that's a kind of a new trend that I've noticed here lately.